Strategy Battle Gamers, welcome to another episode of P&B. It is episode 11. I apologize for not having a pint last episode. Rest assured that will not be a habit. Just busy even today. I'm fitting this in. It's been a very busy day, but didn't want to let you down twice. Right in a row at least. It may very well happen again, but it's not going to be this week. So to start things off, obviously we're going to play catch up, and I'm going to be featuring, this is a Stonehammer Pilsner. It is brewed in Guelph, Ontario. I have had it before. It is quite enjoyable, which is why I didn't feel bad about picking it up again. I don't think I've ever featured it on P&P, but it is magically delicious. It is an excellent source of refreshment on a hot day. So, family-owned, brewing for 20 years, a number of awards to their name, and once again, Guelph, Ontario. So, not far from one of our own who is currently at Ardacon, participating in that terrific event. So, hats off to you, Evan. Cheers. Hope you're doing well. Let's give this one a try and give the boys at Ardacon a quick toast. Toast. Cheers, guys. That's good. Very good. So, what's going on in the hobby this week? There's lots. I wouldn't be doing my job if we didn't talk about Ardacon. Kind of the elephant in the room, obviously. I'm not there. Would love to be, but I'm not. As would many of us, I'm sure. But, wanted to keep you guys up to date. Let you know what was going on there. There's been some terrific content being posted throughout the day with regards to it, and it looks fantastic. So hats off to James for pulling that event together again. I know you've still got some work ahead of you with the next couple days, but I'm sure everything's going to go great. One thing about it for sure is the community does an excellent job of rallying around people that go out of their way to do events like this and to take things to the next level. So here's hoping you're going to get the support you need. I'm sure you will. Hope everything goes well. And, to our Canadian brethren who are over there, cheers. Have a pint for me, and good luck in your games. Oh, that's good. So there was some conflicting rumors that maybe there was going to be no new releases at Ardacon this year, given the fact that Forge World is having their open day next weekend. So the assumption was that they were going to withhold those for the Forge World exclusive event. That has, however, been disproven by Andreas Norwegian Viking from still can't say it. Anyways, he has got a video out saying that the children for the Lake Town guys are definitely going to be there, which is great. It looks as if I'm seeing pictures of the crossbowmen for the Iron Hills, which is awesome. Can't wait to get my hands on those at Nova, as well as some discussion about some of the event-specific models, such as Fate of the Witch King, Defenders of Rohan, and the like. So it sounds like there's some terrific model support there, and then, of course, the usual line that accompanies a show like that. So I'm sure they're moving some product this weekend, which is great. It's great for us. Looks like everybody's having an absolute blast. The photographs that are coming out, the hall looks terrific. Tables look really good. Would love to make a trip over there one of these days, but we'll have to play that by ear. Doubles has concluded. It looks like Ed Ball and Bernie Menzies. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Apologize. So those are definitely UK players. Obviously, they've taken the doubles tournament, but good Canadian showing. I noticed that Andrew, Brock, and Garrett posted a 3-0-0 record. Just weren't able to pull together the points to take the victory. So excellent showing there. Evan did not disappoint. He had a 1-1-1. I'm not sure who his partner is. Kudos to you for being Evan's partner. I'm sure your liver is going to regret it. That being said, Evan didn't disappoint. He blamed the beer for the for the record, which is excellent. We're going to get along just fine at Nova. I would anticipate a very similar outcome. So it's good not to lose sight of priorities. And in that case, you've got to remember, guys, the field of battle, it's going to be a pitched battle, very, very in-depth. It's important to stay hydrated at times like that. So lots of trips to the bar, lots of cold pints, or I guess if you're in England, that might be warm. I don't know. I'm not really sure. That might be one drawback to Nova, or not Nova, to Ardacon. Do they serve warm beer? Not really sure. If anybody knows, chime in, please. I'd be interested to know. Because if I do go, do I need to bring a cooler? That being said, as I said, Spiel Freiling Fellowship, Andreas, Norwegian Viking, everybody I'm sure knows him. He's doing a terrific job of promoting the event, as well as covering sort of the happenings as they progress throughout the day. He's got an impressive amount of content up already, given the multitude of things going on and things drawing his attention. I'm sure it's not easy to get those videos up right away, but he's doing a terrific job. So hats off to him. If you haven't checked them out, go and find them on YouTube. Wish to God I could tell you how to spell that name, but maybe look up Andreas Norwegian Viking. If you're an SBG person, you're going to know this guy. I mean, you got to if you're on any of the sites, Facebook, whatever. I think he has an Instagram account as well. Terrific stuff, terrific content. They're doing the Grant campaign. Go check them out on YouTube. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Yeah. They're also doing a recap of the Q&A that took place. I didn't have a chance to watch that as sort of it's playing while I'm filming this because they're doing it live, which is really cool. So I can't give you any spoilers on that. When I'm done filming this and I get this uploaded, then I'm going to be maybe tuning in to see what is new and exciting, and hopefully get some insight into the direction of the hobby going forward. Yes, I am back to writing. I apologize just with everything with Ardacon. I wanted to make sure that I covered all my bases. So Chaos and Arda is concluded, as well as the doubles. So it is now on to the bread and butter, the GT. So wishing all our Canadians good luck. Looking forward to a strong showing. I know they're playing under the Team North America banner, which is cool. Someone's got to carry those Yanks, so good for you. And that's it. That's it for Ardacon. That's all I'm going to talk about. That's all I'm going to say. I might do more next week. You're probably going to know it by then already. So, anyways, check it out. Whether it's Hot Gates Gaming, I think is James' channel, GBHL, Spiel Freiling Fellowship, there's going to be lots of coverage, so check it out. Cool things going on in the hobby. So now on to sort of more local events, just as exciting if you're a member of the OHA, which I happen to be, so I'm excited. The first official OHA tournament has gone live. So you can sign up on the event page, let us know that you're coming, reserve your spot. It's on the event section of the Facebook page. We are currently slated for only 16 spots. That's simply due to a size restriction. We're jumping in with an existing convention. There's also another tournament for X-Wing being run, sort of in the same hall. So we're limited on space. It's 16 now with a possibility going to 20. Kind of up in the air on that. If we get the reception, we're going to obviously push hard to include as many as we can. I beg your pardon. If you're interested, though, get over right away and reserve your spot. We're going to be happy to have you. 650 points, 4 sessions, food and bar service on site, plus the convention is on at the same location. It is a smaller convention. It's not massive by any means, but there are going to be vendors, other games, and again, the location itself is fantastic. The Retro Suites in Chatham does a terrific job. Terrific food. You're right downtown. It's very easy. Lots of parking, free parking. This event is literally going to cost you $10 minus your gas. I'm not counting that. Or you can take the train. Train station is only a block away for those of you coming out of the GTA. Train could be a good option. There is a considerable amount of construction on the 401 around Chatham. If you wanted to avoid any headaches and enjoy a more relaxed form of travel, the train could be for you. So anybody requiring a ride or somebody needing to be picked up from the train station, we can definitely arrange that, so feel free to let us know. That being said, just touching on the vendors as well, there is going to be a great selection of some terrific models that can be used for proxies for Middle-earth. J&M Miniatures is a historical gaming sort of guru. He sells a large amount of, like a vast range, some great hobby supplies, but there's some awesome stuff that will fit right in to Middle-earth, whether it's foreground buildings, your modeling supplies, for everything from basing, bases, I mean, you name it, this guy's got it. He brings a terrific selection, and again, various models that can be used as proxies for the game. So excited to have him. It's going to be good. We're really looking forward to it. We're really planning some pretty excellent prizes, if I do say so myself. I'm not even going to pretend to be on the same scale as a Nova or an Ardacon, but for our first kick of the can, a small, manageable convention, I think the prizes are going to be pretty sweet. So come on down, come play in the first OHA tournament, and support your hobby. We'd appreciate it. So Nova Progress. Nova Progress is moving along well. I have been painting like a fiend. I am almost to the point where I want to show you guys my my goat riders. Not quite, almost. So there will be some other stuff posted up. I may actually do a hobby vlog for those guys specifically and post that up at a later date. Not far off, maybe by the end of the weekend here. Work on the Chariot's progressing well. I got some base coats down. Time to go in and start doing some washes and weathering and things of that nature. And then I definitely have to tackle the crew. It's coming along good. The one thing I did not account for was the dismounts that I'm going to need for the goat riders. Don't have time to order them. They're not going to get here in time for me to assemble, build, paint, yada yada yada. So I'm going to be using another Warband of Iron Hills as dismounts. We'll just have to make that known at the time. I'm going to do something a little different on the base, just to note the fact that they're a dismount and that they don't in fact have a shield. So I'm going to work within what I have at the moment. Although I have quite a bit of Iron Hills, I do not have the dismounts yet. So I got to look into looking after that problem. So I am working on a display board. Again, that will be another hobby vlog, possibly a how-to. I'm bringing a sizable Iron Hill force simply because everything that I am playing, so Chaos and Arda, the doubles tournament, as well as the GT, is all Iron Hill based. I have no deviation from that. As such, there will be a large number of models featured on the display board, some of which will be played with during particular events, others that will just be on the board, as part of the rest of the army for the GT, let's say, if I'm playing doubles. So I really wanted this to be something that popped, had a little bit of height to it. So I'm going to take you through later on in another video, show you what I've done. But as we're traveling a considerable distance and this stuff's going to be in the back of the truck, I've been highly concerned with how to seal it and protect it from the heat. I don't want it to crack, peel, expand, etc. So I have laid my layers of foam that I've laminated to my choice of wood for the base, and I am now coating them in multiple coats of PVA before I even apply ground cover and the like, just to give that foam a nice rigid protective coating, so that it'll be very difficult to damage it, and then give something for the ground material to adhere to well, so I can seal it all nice and make sure it's going to survive the trip down. That being said, my concern is my entire army is resin. I have seen some of the pictures of the horror stories of these poor Iron Hills that end up staying in a car throughout the day and end up looking like they're holding pool noodles. So I've chosen to use a portable cooler plug-in that all of my miniatures are going to be stored in. while we travel. So that's going to be my solution to that problem, because I put far too much time into these things to see them go that way. So I'm going to give that a try. Hopefully that's going to work out well. Leave it to a wargamer to come up with refrigerating your miniatures in order to get to an event. Seems rather fitting. Maybe there'll be a little bit of room for some beers in there. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So, just a few things going forward. So the direction of the OHA, and more specifically SPG in Canada, or I guess Ontario for us here. Really excited with what's going on. You know, we've been very fortunate, you guys, the viewers, you know, the people tuning in, liking the momentum that the channel's been able to build is great. The Facebook page is really taking off. Instagram is doing terrific. We're really excited, really pumped about the reception that we've been getting, and we want to just continue to build on that and make sure that we're putting out content for you guys as the viewers. So absolutely, you know, we want you to chime in. Let us know what you want to see. You know, if you've got questions, if you've got suggestions on the content, whether it's how-to videos or, you know, we're not ready to do bat reps yet, and I think there's enough people that are doing bat reps out there that there's really not a need for us to get into that. But as far as modeling goes, you know, whether it's terrain, whether it's the miniatures themselves, basing, etc., you know, we would be happy to put out some content. So by all means, chime in the comments. Let us know what you want to see. We would be absolutely happy to oblige. That being said, the OHA was approached by a fairly large name in the hobby, which, you know, we definitely consider as a feather in our cap. We were quite humbled when this individual reached out to us. And you know, it was just basically talking about how to grow and represent Canada within the hobby and the SPG community, and how we can be a part of that going forward. So we're looking forward to those discussions and how we can help. You know, it's kind of helping get the OHA out onto the world stage, I guess you could say, which is really terrific. Again, we were very flattered when this individual reached out, and you know, wanted to take the time to talk to us and get our input and you know, help wherever we can. So we are absolutely thrilled about that. I'm not going to release details on it yet until, you know, those conversations are done and we have something concrete to discuss. But very exciting things. Super individual, and really look forward to the opportunity to you know, work with this individual to build the hobby. So that being said, I think that's it for PNP. I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about. Stay tuned to the channel. We're definitely going to have some more videos coming up, hobby vlogs, etc., in preparation for Nova. You know, I don't want to steal any thunder from Ardacon, so I will likely wait until the end of the weekend. But by all means, check in on the Ardacon, check in on our boys overseas, and have a look, see what's going on, and get somebody interested. You know, if you play the game, get somebody signed up, share the page, share content, get them throwing dice, get them playing the game. You know, this is a terrific system, a terrific game, and we just want to help grow it. So thanks very much for tuning in, guys, and we will catch up with you next week. Cheers.